All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good evening. It's 93 degrees at 7:20. I'm Bud Mishkin. Here's what's happening. The heat wave is in its last throes. Another storm is expected tonight. We'll have AccuWeather in a minute. All systems go for tonight's fireworks extravaganza on the Lower East River and Lower Hudson. We'll check in with reporter Glenn Schuck with a live update from the scene. Don't forget, download the Odyssey app and favorite 1010 Wins. That's the only place you can hear the music soundtrack for the fireworks. President Trump scheduled to hold a rally in Washington, D.C. tonight for Celebrate America 250. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. Joey Chestnut and Miki Sudo defend their titles at the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. And how would you like to be Disneyland's 1 billionth guest? Sorry, an 8-year-old from Arizona now holds that title. It was no dream. Sports, the Yankees lost to the Twins this afternoon. The Mets are in Atlanta tonight. World Cup, round of 16. Morocco beat Canada. France over Paraguay. Wins News Time, 7:21. Let's get you where you need to go with Russ Meyer.
We got a flipped-over vehicle and a full closure of West Shore Expressway. This is on the northbound side of Woodrow Road, a little bit north of the Outerbridge crossing. So all lanes are blocked northbound, southbound with a left lane blocked for emergency vehicles. Go with Bloomingdale Road as your alternate. We had Meadowbrook Parkway closed down for those heading off of Sunrise Highway to get to the fireworks. They have reopened that for the time being. But that road is subject to closure, depending on the traffic flow. Now, you can go over to Wanta Parkway, where you'll have no issues. And we got fireworks over on the East River, by the way. And that has created the closure of the FDR Drive. That is shut down between Houston Street and the Battery Park underpass. Or the west side, West Street, doing okay for you. Now, and additionally, you got the Brooklyn Bridge closed off in both directions. The Manhattan and Williamsburg bridges are available to you. And the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel open as well. BQE off-ramps for Tillery Street, the Manhattan Bridge, and Atlantic Avenue are shut down. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. We're about 25 in at the Holland Tunnel. The Lincoln and the GWB, however, are doing okay. Also got some slowdowns as you travel in Queens by way of the eastbound side of the Grand Central coming into the BQE. We had a report of an accident. Looks like it's already pretty much out of the way. Russ Meyer, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
The heat wave is on its way out. Let's get the latest from AccuWeather's Brian Thompson.
Yeah, Bud, temperature still in the 90s right now, but won't be much longer before we start to see the heat ease up a bit. We'll see temperatures drop into the 80s this evening. But we are watching some thunderstorms that could impact perhaps the fireworks this evening. Some storms coming across northwest New Jersey right now. Some severe thunderstorm warnings through Sussex, northern parts of Morris, western parts of Passaic County, also up through a good chunk of Orange County. In the Hudson Valley, it's in effect until 7:45, and these storms are moving off toward the south and east. So we'll continue to watch their progress. Severe thunderstorm watch up until 11 this evening for the city, New Jersey, and the Hudson Valley. But again, this is the end of the heat wave. Highs will be in the low 80s tomorrow, and believe it or not, by Monday and Tuesday, highs will be in the 70s. But
it is indeed on this 4th of July as we celebrate 250, and we await the fireworks tonight on both the Lower East River and the Lower Hudson River. Don't forget to download the Odyssey app. Favorite 1010 Wins, the only place you can hear the music soundtrack to the fireworks. 1010 Wins reporter Glenn Schuck is at Pier 17 at the South Street Seaport, and he joins us with this live report. Glenn?
Yeah, I was just listening to the weather report. I ran outside. Oh, it must be cooler, right? It was 96, I'm told, when I arrived here about 3 hours ago, and it's now dropped substantially to 93.
Officially, it is cool.
Well, I guess, yeah. But and again, just what a sight here. Just standing here, looking under the Brooklyn Bridge here to see folks already trying to make their way to the FDR Drive. A lot of security, of course. We've talked about that. A shout out to the NYPD and everybody doing their work. And it seems like everybody but has a story about coming here. And most surprisingly, it seems like a lot of people are doing this for the first time. Here's Jeff. He came in from California. He used to live in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. We just caught up outside.
This is the first time.
And you're picking, this is the show of all shows.
Absolutely.
85,000 shells.
Yeah, this is going to be the 50th anniversary of Macy's Fireworks and the 250th anniversary of the country.
We've been talking about New York City right now, too. There's so much going on. We've got tall ships right in front of us over here. We've got fireworks. We've got World Cup. Yankees not so much.
Yeah, or the Mets. They're not doing so good either.
What is it like being here on this day?
Oh, I love it. It's exciting. We were at the World World Trade Center today. We went to the National Museum.
Very good.
So it's great to be back in the city and to just, experience all the good things that are going on here.
Feeling pretty patriotic, eh?
Absolutely.
And the hat, you got everything going on here.
Yeah. I'm missing the white, that's all.
Now, just be prepared. When this is happening, we always say there's oohs and ahs, but it goes beyond that. You're going to be like...
Oh, this is spectacular.
Do you yell during this kind of thing? Or?
Oh, absolutely. We'll be screaming. The concert's going on. The fireworks are going off. I can't wait for this to start.
And it's going to start pretty soon, as a matter of fact. But I should mention one last thing, too. He had the coolest red, white, and blue necklace, apparently, that his daughter made for him. And he's hopefully maybe he can hook me up before I leave. Anyway, we are live here again. We're getting closer to showtime. And the crowd is really building up, I have to say, but big time. And it's, it's much cooler. Much, much, much cooler.
Excellent.
Not really.
All right, Glenn Schuck reporting live from Pier 17 at South Street Seaport. The parade of tall ships are a huge part of every 4th of July celebration here.
Leading the way is the Dutch tall ship. It was built in 1918 and celebrating the longtime friendship between the U.S. and the Netherlands. Now, right behind her are FDNY's Fireboats 343 and Firefighter 2. 343 honors the 343 firefighters who lost their lives on September 11th. And now, one of the biggest crowd favorites, the U.S. Coast Guard Cutter Eagle, known as America's tall ship. People are waving, they're cheering, snapping photos, and soaking in every moment as these incredible ships sail by. From Governor's Island, Shanice Archer, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
If you're outside watching the Macy's 4th of July Fireworks Spectacular without the music, then you're only getting half the show. 1010 Winds is the only place you can hear the synchronized musical soundtrack to America's biggest Independence Day party on Crystal Clear FM 92.3.
Good evening, I'm Bud Mishkin. Winds News Time at the Tone, 7:30.
Good evening. I am Stephanie Officer. President Trump marking the 250th anniversary of our nation with a campaign-style rally and speech on the National Mall this evening. He kicked off the festivities with another speech yesterday.
In a Friday night speech from Mount Rushmore to commemorate the 250th anniversary of America's independence, President Donald Trump said communism is once again a great threat to the country.
There is now a resurgence of the communist menace in our land, including from newcomers to our country who embrace ideas totally opposed to our way of life and our great success.
Trump also asked for support for the Save America Act that he said would ensure that the United States never descends into communism. Trump's strict voter ID bill does not have enough support in the Senate to pass, but it has interrupted almost all other business in Congress, including a bipartisan housing bill Trump refuses to sign until the voting bill is approved. I'm Donna Warder.
Wayne's News Time, 7:31. Let's get you where you need to go, Russ Meyer.
Well, got some good news for Staten Island drivers. We had a full closure on West Shore Expressway on the northbound side of Woodrow Road with an overturned vehicle. Did a pretty good job of getting it out of the way. It has been reopened, so delay should be clearing out in both directions. Well, we got the fireworks coming up in about 90 minutes or so. We'll have coverage for you, of course. But right now, I want to tell you about the traffic impact, and that is the closure of the FDR Drive between Houston Street and the Battery Park underpass. Go with West Street, which has been doing just fine. Also had the Brooklyn Bridge closed. The Manhattan and Williamsburg bridges are being cooperative. The Brooklyn Battery Tunnel also an option. And also note on the BQE, you cannot exit from Tillery Street, Manhattan Bridge, or Atlantic Avenue. Also, we're checking in on the drive into the city from New Jersey. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. We're at about 25 to 30 at the Holland Tunnel coming in from the covered roadway. It's a bit sluggish. It's about 10 to 15, though, if you're coming in from the turnpike to Lincoln. I got nothing. GWB, no delays. Upper Easterwood crossings, all doing well once again. Russ Meyer, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Now let's get into your official 1010 Winds AccuWeather forecast. For that, we hand it over to meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Stephanie, another hot day it has been. Temperatures into the 90s and many places well into the 90s, although we generally stayed out of the triple digits today compared to the last couple of days, although real field temps, at least earlier, were in the triple digits. But the heat wave's coming to an end with some thunderstorms. We have a cluster of storms that has prompted some severe thunderstorm warnings in northern New Jersey and in parts of Sussex, northern portions of Morris County. Also, western Passaic County, those warnings in effect until 7:45 with the potential for damaging winds and hail. Now, these are moving off toward the east-southeast. On their current path, the worst of these storms probably stay north of lower Manhattan unless there's any development off to the south. However, there's another cluster of storms now moving through the Poconos, and those are a little farther south, so we'll keep an eye on those as they make their way to the south and east. Any storms this evening could produce damaging winds, hail, and flooding downpours. There is a severe thunderstorm watch for the city, New Jersey, and the Hudson Valley till 11 this evening. Temperatures in the low 80s for the fireworks. Again, there could be a thunderstorm, then 75 late tonight. Heat wave breaks tomorrow, high 82, still humid with sun giving way to clouds. There could be an afternoon thunderstorm or two, and then more showers, a lot of clouds Monday and Tuesday. That'll keep temperatures in the 70s. Mostly sunny still right now. Starting to see a few more clouds in Midtown. We're at 93, going down to 75. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station. 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
A 4th of July barbecue on Long Island ended with an arrest. Police arrested Nicholas Stoltz after they say he sprayed some sort of chemical substance during a dispute at a neighbor's home in Valley Stream last night. A bunch of victims were taken to nearby hospitals for evaluation and treatment. Stoltz has been charged with several counts of assault and endangering the welfare of a child. Well, it's a holiday tradition like no other. We are talking about the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest at Coney Island. Once again, the men's winner was...
With 66 Nathan's famous hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes, Joey Chestnut!
Oh boy, the win means Chestnut has not collected 18 mustard belts. 66 hot dogs and buns may sound like a lot, but that's 10 short of the record. Chestnut said himself, the winner on the women's side, Mickey Sudo. She remains undefeated, winning every single time she participated since first entering the competition in 2014. The only time she did not win was in 2021 when she skipped the event because she was pregnant. Disneyland celebrating a big milestone this weekend.
When 8-year-old Andres Robles and his parents arrived at Disneyland from Arizona this weekend, they had no idea Andres would be the honorary 1 billionth guest at the park. Andres pulling a rope to reveal the new 1 billion population sign inside Disneyland. His parents saying,
"Never came to our mind that this could happen, you know."
Then the family was escorted to the Main Street train station where Mickey Mouse joined them, and they got a VIP tour guide for the day in Disneyland, including a tour of Walt Disney's private apartment. Disney is the parent company of ABC News. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Wins News Time, 7:37. Well, Vin Diesel, known to make one last lap of the Fast and Furious franchise after 25 years.
Used to say I live my life a quarter mile at a time, and I think that's why we were brothers.
The star and producer revealed production has begun on Fast Forever, set for a March 17th, 2028 premiere, the 11th and final chapter in the $7 billion action franchise that launched in 2001. While the flagship movie franchise is ending, Diesel did previously tease NBC Universal has 4 TV shows in development from the Fast and Furious world. When's news time? 7:39. In a city that moves this fast, later is too late. Get it first, get it fast, get it now. 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 wins on 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good evening, 93 degrees at 7:40 on your Saturday, July 4th. I am Stephanie Officer. Here's what's happening. We might be staring at a thunderstorm tonight for the country's 250th and the big fireworks show. We've got a live look at those fireworks with our Mac Alexander.
Best patient outcome are achieved when technology supports process, not when it replaces it.
Montefiore nurses are fighting back after being told their last day is next week. We've got a win at Wimbledon and elsewhere in sports. The Yanks lose to Minnesota. The Mets are in Atlanta at 8:08 p.m. We've got 93 degrees under sunny skies in Midtown. Wins News Time 7:41. Let's get you where you need to go. There we go, Russ Meyer.
We got closures. We've got fireworks coming up. Got a while yet, but we've got the FDR shutdown in both directions. That is between Houston Street and the Battery Park underpass. We've got the West Street option to avoid it all, and that's been quite cooperative this evening. So go with that if you are behind the wheel of a vehicle. If you are crossing the East River, can't do it by way of the Brooklyn Bridge. That's been closed all day. But you do have the Manhattan Bridge and the Williamsburg Bridge as options. Also note that as you come off the BQE, You cannot exit at Tillery Street, the Manhattan Bridge, or Atlantic Avenue, TFN. NJ Transit, Morrison, Essex, Gladstone Branch, Montclair, Bruton, and North Jersey Coastline service remains suspended for emergency repairs. NJ Transit fares are being honored on NJ Transit and private buses, along with Path at Newark, Hoboken, and 33rd Street. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. We are looking at about 30 minutes for the Mount Holland Tunnel coming from Pulaski Skyway. Otherwise, the Lincoln and the GWB doing okay. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three. Nothing of note for the LIE, the Northern State, or the Southern State. Russ Meyer, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
This is the end of the heat wave. The heat's really going to break as we head into tomorrow. It's going to be a much cooler day, but we have to get through some thunderstorms first. And we're watching two clusters of thunderstorms, one coming across northern New Jersey and Orange County right now. And there's a new severe thunderstorm warning that's come out for much of the lower Hudson Valley. This includes Westchester, Rockland counties, also Putnam County, eastern portions of Orange County. This extends southward through Passaic and northern parts of Bergen County and New Jersey. This is in effect until 8:15 for the potential for some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. These storms are moving off toward the east-southeast. Looks like probably staying mostly north of lower Manhattan, might impact parts of the Bronx and maybe the upper part of Manhattan. Again, not included in the warning, but might get some a quick downpour. There's another cluster of storms back out toward the Poconos. That one may impact the fireworks a little bit more if it holds together, as that would probably arrive sometime during the 9 o'clock hour and perhaps impacting more of Manhattan. So again, we have that severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 11 o'clock for the city and areas north and west, and much cooler over the next few days. Stephanie?
Thank you so much, Brian. Of course, keep it locked right here at 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM, the Odyssey app, and 1010wins.com for all of your updates. Highs tomorrow will feel way cooler, only reaching the mid to upper 80s, which is going to feel like the mid to upper 60s, considering we've been in the hundreds. The high humidity levels will remain in place. Another round of strong to severe thunderstorms is expected for late Sunday afternoon and evening. Isn't it? Party in the USA literally tonight as our nation celebrates 250 years. The iconic 50th annual Macy's 4th of July fireworks show begins just before 9:30 p.m. Both the Hudson and East Rivers will be treated to spectacular light shows in the sky. Our Mac Rosenberg is at South Street Seaport, Pier 17 to be exact. Mac, what do you see?
Stephanie, I'm starting to see crowds gathering here at Pier 17. There's a beautiful tall ship that is stationed right out front, and that's filling up with people. I don't think it's going to take off. I'm not getting that impression, but people are going to have a front row seat to the best fireworks show around. And we're starting to hear about some fireworks celebrations over in New Jersey being canceled because of the rain. We're not sweating that over here for now. The party is on, and I spoke to somebody who's going to be enjoying it, Raul Pethurin, a little while ago. He spends quite a bit of time around these parts.
I work here in the pier, so I worked last year, was here. It was amazing. It's really good.
Yeah, what's so special about it? I mean, having someone who's been here for it.
I mean, like, it's, fireworks is always special, but out here in this pier, it's, like, beautiful. You have beautiful restaurants, and, the view is, like, perfect. It's right there. So this, I would say, in New York City, this is one of the best views that you can have. It's really good.
And you got the fireworks on the Hudson River this year and the pier, so it's the first time ever doing that. It's supposed to be the biggest fireworks show pretty much ever that they've done.
Absolutely. Last year it was like, it used to be in the west side, but last year they moved to east side that we did over here. But this year, because of this 250th anniversary, it's it's going to be the west side and east side. So it's big.
How you doing with the weather? You're wearing pants here.
I mean,
what went into that decision?
I grew up in India, so I'm used to this 100-degree weather.
Nothing.
So this is nothing, So I mean, it's a little hot, but still, it's kind of, I know, but the vibe is different. So we enjoy this.
You know the humidity. You know.
Absolutely,
that.
I'm used to that. I go to India every year, so I know. I'm from south part of India, Kerala. So it's definitely it's hot there. Same like this.
Does it feel like there's just so much happening in this city right now between the Knicks, the big wedding at MSG, and now this?
Absolutely. So I work here in this pier. So I saw the finals was here, and I saw the 5,000 people over here. So this, like, with the soccer, with this, with the fireworks, with the fire
World Cup too, right?
It's really big happening in the city right now. I never seen like this before. I'm living here like 20 years, but I never seen like this. This is a little bit much fun, It's good. People are coming out, they're enjoying, It's let everyone have fun,
For sure.
All right.
Do you know the name of this anniversary of America, the 250? Do you know what it's called?
So 50th anniversary.
Semi-quincentennial.
Oh, semi-quincentennial?
Hey, you got it. Look at that. Can you say that 3 times fast?
Semi-quincentennial.
Semi-quincentennial, semi-quincentennial.
Semi-quincentennial, semi-quincentennial, semi-quincentennial.
You work on it. You work on it. Hey. All right, he's working on it. We're working on it here as we get a little bit closer to the big show. We're crossing our fingers as we see a little more cloud cover out here, Stephanie.
Yes, and of course, you know, that gives you a little taste of what we deal with. Semi-quincentennial, semi-quincentennial, semi-quincentennial. Right?
You got it. There you go.
I got it, too. So, you know, Mac, I know that it's like a fever pitch down there. Can you tell us anything that you see kind of out of the ordinary, something very New Yorky that you might see down there?
You know what? I'm looking out across the East River right now under the Brooklyn Bridge. There's a little boat. There's a little boat out there. I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 people on it. My guess is they're not going to be allowed to stay there for very long because that's like right where the fireworks are. But you know what? They're just chilling, and that's what we're doing. We're chilling.
You know what? That is New York, because I don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. Get out of the water. You know they got something going on tonight. Thank you, Mac. Of course. Keep it locked right here at 1010 Wins, 92.3 FM, the Odyssey app. Make 1010 Wins a favorite. That is the best way to hear the exclusive music soundtracks, the fireworks spectacular. We'll be back in a moment. Wins News Time 7:51. Let's get you where you need to go. Russ Meyer.
And we got the closures in place for the fireworks, most of the day, the FDR included. And that has been shut down between Houston Street and the Battery Park Underpass. Inaccessible in either direction. West Street's coming in handy. It's doing fine for that whole stretch. Also, you got the Brooklyn Bridge closed in both directions. And available for you are the Manhattan and Williamsburg bridges and the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, if you don't mind spending some money.